So today I want to take a few minutes and complain about Jake Lucky. If you don't know who Jake Lucky is, basically he's somebody who complains on the internet. And you might think, wow, Jackson, you do that exact same thing. And I would say, yeah, I do. But I don't snitch on people. I always talk about things that are always going on and that are in the public view. I might look into something, but that's only to show hey, this person is a really horrible person. He just goes around dry snitching on people. And recently, he also reports on false news, which is the reason I'm even making this video. But he decided to claim that the FaZe Clan was going bankrupt and that they had to sell all of their stuff. And one of the leaders spoke out and he was like, hey, I actually didn't sell anything. I haven't sold a single thing, which just shows me he's basically the Adam Schefter of the how do I even put this, the Adam Schefter of games reporting, I guess. If you don't know who Adam Schefter is, he basically made a fake story about a really important football player, Aaron Rodgers, claimed that he wanted to leave his team. It wasn't actually true. He had no source. And he basically admitted to lying about pretty much the biggest story of last year, I would say. So yeah, he is the gaming reporting industry's Adam Schefter, really. And honestly, he's worse because he's not an insider, and he already didn't have credibility. I'm coming off a bit of a cold, so if you can hear that, then that's what that is. But I do want to talk about the time he actually ended up getting speed banned off of Valorant, because I'm not even going to show the clip because that's not really too important. But basically, Speed has a bit where he'll get really, really aggressive at times, and this time he decided to scream. He's had a female talking to me because a girl was trash talking at him. Jake Lucky reported on it, and a dev from Valorant saw it. Was like, hey, this isn't something we want on our games. So Speed got banned from everything on Valorant. Now, this would never have even came close to happening had Jake Lucky not said, hey, I want to snitch on this guy. Okay, this guy talking trash to the internet is too much. I can't accept it. So now I have to go out of my way to make an effort to call this guy out. At what point do you not look in the mirror and go, I sure do look like an idiot doing that. Maybe this isn't the best idea for me. Maybe I shouldn't, I don't even understand how that, I can understand, as a big game dev, when you have such, an important, lucrative property such as Valorant, you always want to protect that property. But when you're just a reporter, it's just weird. It's almost like you're saying, hey, Riot Games, come on, guys, you like me, guys. I align with you. And also, I'm calling out this bad guy. It's just so ridiculous. And then there was another time when he claimed that Aiden Ross was saying the F slur on Eurasia's stream. And it kind of sounded like Aiden, but it wasn't dead on. So for him to claim that it was Aiden Ross and not to provide sufficient proof was really irresponsible. If you watch anything on here, I always try to not accuse a single person of anything ever unless it's very, very, very convincing, to where I try to get 99%, because you can never get 100% sure of, I would say most things, but he'll just be okay, well, Aiden Ross appears to say homophobic slur on Eurasia's stream. Bro, what? Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm hating the player and I should be hating the game. Because if people didn't, follow Jake Lucky, if people weren't into what Jake Lucky has done, he wouldn't be doing this stuff because it's profitable. Now, Jake Lucky has done good things in the past. The reason he blew up is because he called out these 2 Call of Duty creators for scamming their fans, which is something I'm really behind. And if he continued on that path and continued to show like, hey, I'm Jake Lucky, I'm doing all this good stuff for the community, whether it be in gaming or in streaming or content creation as a whole, I'd be like, awesome. But it feels like a lot of times he just points the finger at people to, be like, hey, you're a bad person. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, who are you, Patty Farrell? Like, what is this? What is this? Like, it's the guy. It's literally that meme of like, hey, teacher, you forgot the homework. It's literally that. Like, dude, chill out, please. Like, I can understand, if somebody uses the F slur, like, I'm not saying that, like, I agree with that or I think it's, like, a good thing. But what I am saying is that you don't have to go out of your way to, like, draw attention to it in a way that could get somebody's livelihood affected. Like, I don't know. And I've said it over and over again, but it feels like that's the new meta. Like, let's just negatively affect this person's livelihood. Because we can. Like, there's not going to be any consequence. So just go for it. Genuinely. There's no type of, repercussion for any of this stuff. Like, Jake Lucky, other than this video, like, I don't think people are even talking about him on YouTube. I've seen some tweets about him, but, like, this kind of behavior has been continuously rewarded. And I think he's kind of stepping into where Def Noodles was, because, Def Noodles has really, really fallen out. Especially since he committed assault publicly. I haven't even heard from him. I've seen like little glimpses. He was streaming on Twitch and had like 5 followers. So, I mean, if you want to talk about like a guy stepping into I wouldn't say a power vacuum, but clout vacuum. There's an actual word, but it's escaping my mind, and he's stepping into that. So I mean, yeah, it's again, I don't want him banned or anything. I just think that he should change. Like, that's it. The real goal of all of this is if he were to see this, he would be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should change. Maybe I was wrong here, here, and here. The likelihood of that is really low, okay? If he sees this and is like, Jackson Doorknob is an idiot. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, I could have never seen this coming. But, I'm just going to be upfront and honest about what I think and how I view him. So, that does wrap up everything I had to say about him. This is more of a quick rant style. The internet's been kind of chill when it comes to commentary stuff. Now, of course, Kanye has been tearing up the internet and stuff, but other than that, everything's been pretty chill. If you got something you wanted me to address or anything, just let me know. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.